Thanks for joining me tonight. It's Seek and You Will Find. And what that is where you get to come and ask me a question, and I'm going to give you an answer in the form of a healing. And for those of you that are watching the replay on my YouTube station, I will let you know that how I do this is I work off of a composite of everybody in my soul support sanctuary that are members, and do the healing to all the members in my sanctuary. And by looking at a composite of everyone in the sanctuary, I'm able to see what are called matching pictures and matching energy. And that allows me to clear a whole bunch of pain from people all at once. So that's how the healings work. And I'm going to go ahead and set the energy for the healings tonight. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm getting messages from the side chat bar and also on my phone. So if you haven't asked me a question yet, you can type it in the chat bar on the right side of the screen. Now, keep in mind that there are a lot of people on the call, and I can only do this for so long. So at some point, I may or may not be able to answer everybody's questions. So be considerate when you're asking a question so that it can be something that can be applied to everybody in the group. Because what I like to do is work on you and then do a healing for everybody in the sanctuary that's part of like the question that you asked. Okay, let me get started. I'm feeling really run down. Can you please give my immune system a healing? So yes, so everybody's going to get a healing on their immune system right now. To the person who requested this, your lymph system could really use a boost. And the first thing that comes to my mind is like acupressure, and somebody that knows how to do acupressure and get that lymph pump going. Because that's the first thing that I see, is that your lymph system isn't working all that well. I'm going to ground it. It's got like a kind of a white fibrous energy in it. So I'm going to ground that. And I'm going to look for matching energy in everybody else in the sanctuary. Yeah, I can really tell how this is. This energy is bogging you down, the person that requested this. It's a lumpy white energy. It is coming out. It's coming out kind of slowly, but it's coming out. You know, the other thing that I see about you too is that that might be bumming you out is your creative energy is stuck. Your female creative energy. You've got a big lump of junk sitting in the space right in front of your abdomen. I'm going to show you where that is. Clear that. Okay. Good. All right. I'm going to fill you in with gold, like a bright, bright yellow gold, and I'm going to work on the rest of everybody on their immune system. I don't know what this means, but as I'm working on everyone as a group, there's smoke coming out of the heads, like out of your crown chakras, like steam coming out or something. I'm also going to get the crown chakra spinning to a higher vibration to help with the depression. Okay. Bringing the crown chakras up to gold, filling everybody in with gold now. Okay, thank you for that request. Let me go to my request board here. Okay. I'm having feelings of anxiety and depression. And so since I just worked on depression, I'm going to work on anxiety. The best way I know of to handle anxiety is to flush the nervous system with a cool energy vibration, something cooler than what's in it already. And I'm going to use a cool light blue tonight. And what I'm doing is flushing it from the top down. So you might feel it as that energy starts to bleed down the side of the body. What's coming out of the nervous system is something very metallic, like that the body doesn't know how to get rid of on its own. And it's very, yeah, it's like metallic or metal. And then there's a lot of white worry coming out of the nervous system, out of the body. Okay. I was quiet because I'm watching, making sure that that blue comes all the way through down to the toes. Because I'm just filling the nervous system. Okay, that looks good. All right. Now I'm going to bring a great big gold sun in. All right. Thank you for that request. Let me go. Hi, my aunt recently suffered a series of falls in the home and is currently hospitalized with multiple injuries. This is very disturbing to me because I know your aunt, and I'm so terribly sorry to hear that. She has also started having paranoia. Does she have a being that is trying to control her body and or mind? It's a good question. Let us take a look. She has both a being and a bunch of energy in her body that's making it hard for her to kind of get into her body and stay there because there's a lot of pain. But I can move the being out. I can't guarantee that it won't try to come back in. It would be better if I could work with her directly, but I'll go ahead and move the being out. Good eye. I just want to tell you to the person that requested this. And that being is pretty wedgied in her body. It's like right in the core. So I'm asking Supreme Being for a little help. And Supreme Being is pulling the being out and running a really beautiful sparkling green, like kind of between the color of a lawn and emerald green through your aunt's space, especially in her crown chakra. Okay. Well, this is good news. Her energy channels are starting to kick in and they're running. I'm just checking, make sure they're running everywhere they're supposed to be running. She's having trouble getting energy up her legs. So I'm opening up the leg channels for her. Okay. There. Not bad for a quickie healing. Got the energy cleared, got the channels moving, and I'm just going to spin the chakras real quick. All right. There you go. That should actually help her. And thanks for that request. As I said, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'll talk to you about it later. Okay. The next one. Over the past 2 to 3 years, I have suffered from some strange injuries to my eye, my back, my ankle, a head injury on my bike. I've never been accident prone before. Working with intuitives, I've learned that some of the injuries are the result of whacks from other people in my life. It has made me feel a little unsafe and not confident in exploring my environment, and I'm becoming more of a homebody lately. I'm going to utilize more protection tools, but can you help boost my confidence and certainty in my own personal safety when I leave my house? Yeah, a couple of ways. That's a really great question. One of the ways to boost your certainty is to get your chakra spinning properly, because the outer ring in every chakra spins the energy of your own certainty information. So what I'll do is go through your chakras, get them spinning properly, but also set you up with like a picture of the tools that you need every time you walk out the door, just so that you can feel confident and know that you're energetically protected. So let me start with the chakras. And I'm going to do that for everyone. I'm going to clean that out of the chakras for everyone. There's a lot of grit coming out of those crown chakras, you guys. Grit, like grainy stuff. Okay, I did the front side of the chakras. Now I'm going around and doing the back side. There's also a lot of dangling cords, especially on the back side. Okay, you have to remember to check your back side of your chakras too for cords. Okay, now what I'm going to do, now the chakras are all spinning and the certainty is starting to come into that outer ring. And now what I'm going to do is create the image of what you want to look like when you leave the house, which is grounded, your gold aura pulled in close around your body, about 2 to 3 feet from the edge of your skin, and a protection rose out in front of you. So I'm going to get you all set up that way to the person that requested this. And then it's like what you want to do is take like a snapshot, an image of that, and use that picture to remind yourself every time you go out the door, that's what you want your space to look like. And you know, you've got a really good handle on your grounding cord and even pulling your aura in. I'd say the next step for you is really working that protection rose, making sure you have that rose at the edge of your aura before you leave the house, and that you keep that there whenever you're out and about in public. Okay. And what I'm going to do is show everybody the picture of what you want to look like when you are well grounded. Your aura is pulled in close around you. It's vibrating at gold. So you look like you're bagged with a gold bubble. And then you have your protection rose out in front of you at the edge of your aura. There you go. All right. I'm going to fill that picture in. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Let me see. Okay. I feel some resistance about taking the next steps with my purpose work. And I was wondering if you could tell what the resistance is and clear it for me. It feels like it's not grounded from in this reality, and it doesn't feel rational or like it's needed anymore. Please, and thank you. Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you something that's mechanical. You hold the rose, like all the stuff that you're working on in your next step, right here in your heart chakra. That's going to make it hard to take next steps, because this has a lot to do with your emotions and how you like and love yourself. So my suggestion is that when you even think about your next steps, that you do them from the center of your head, not from your heart chakra. Your picture is that it's your passion. So that's where you're creating your next steps from, is your heart chakra. But that's not the best chakra to create from, because like I said, you can get emotionally stuck in that. It's far better to create from the sixth and the crown. So let me help you move your energy up to your sixth. But I honestly think that's why you can get a little stuck when you go to look at taking your next steps. They're all emotionally charged because they are in your heart chakra. And you're in your heart chakra trying to look at those steps. So you really need to bring your energy up to the center of your head before you look at your next steps, if that makes sense. And I do see a dark brown energy. Once I get you up out of your fourth and into the center of your head, there is a dark brown energy affecting your next steps. I see that energy kind of like on the left side of your body. So I don't see it in a chakra. I see it more like affecting your body and your aura. Okay, that's going. Yay. That's releasing. Good job. Yeah, it makes a huge difference which chakra you're going to create from. Create anything. What chakra are you going to create friendships from? What chakra are you going to create money from? what chakra are you going to create business from? You start creating from your heart chakra, you're going to get stuck emotionally over and over and over. So you want to come up to the center of your head, do all your mock-ups up there. Okay. But thank you very much for that request. That was good. Okay. Next one. My older son keeps getting in trouble at school for messing around with friends, pushing each other, throwing things. He's been to the principal's office several times, and they say his intra-district transfer that he has is in jeopardy if he continues. Can you help with him controlling his behaviors better? Well, let us see. Well, he's angry and feels misunderstood, completely misunderstood. A second here. Sorry, I had to turn my air conditioning on. Well, I'm grounding him, and I came up with an idea, and it's something that you and I should talk about separately. I mean, I can tell you what it is right now. I'm looking at it would be a really good idea to get one of his healing guides working with him. And I don't necessarily mean he's going to be consciously aware of it, but that's something that I can do is get one of his healing guides to start working with him, because he really needs a grounding all the time. And it looks like when he leaves the house, he gets ungrounded. So tonight I'm going to take as much of the anger and, how he feels bad about himself out. But let's you and me talk about the getting one of his healing masters together for him later. Okay. It's really hard to look at this, but in his mind, he feels like nobody cares for him. Now, you and I know that's not true, but I'm just passing on to you. That's the picture that he sits in. Okay, well, he just let go of a big chunk of anger, and that was really like fire engine red. So I'm going to bring some nice, cool blue energy into him. Yeah. Okay. So I like my idea. So let's talk about it this week. Okay. Let's connect and talk about it. And thank you for that request. Okay. He's been filled in with gold. Oh, it's the itchy toe lady. My right toes are better, but still a little itchy from fungus. I've been asking my master healer to work on me since this has been going on for a long time now. Can you possibly ask Prime Creator for a healing for whatever else might be causing this issue in my body? Okay, let's take a look at that. Miss Itchy Toes. There is a vibration in your body that's like a light pearl gray that is the energy in which that fungus is growing. And it is actually throughout your body. So let me work on showing you where that is so that you can work with me to move it out. I know I'm being quiet for a long time. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I'm working on this vibration and getting it out. I'm getting it out energetically, and I think I'm going to have my psychic surgeon come in and work with you to get it out on a cellular level. That's a healing guide that I use, that I've been working with for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Well, I see the vibration getting moved out of your body. That looks like that's all leaving. And I see my psychic surgeon working on your toes right now. Okay, I'm going to bring Supreme Being in. Okay. Supreme Being is filling that space in with gold, and also cleared a little bit more energy, just kind of opened that space up more. All right, we've got to fill that all in with gold so that the toes don't itch, hopefully. And it's also about keeping the energy of your body up. So make sure that you keep your crown set at gold so that all the other chakras underneath the crown chakra start rising or raising their energy. Oh, good. Good job. Just saw you do that. That was good. All right. Thank you for that request. I'm filling you in with gold. Okay. Could we have a healing on our deservingness, receiving space, and add a postulate of joy? I love that. Yes, absolutely. Deservingness and receiving space. Everybody gets a healing on this. Yes, and part of this healing has to do with removing the picture, which is in a lot of people's spaces. I'm insignificant. That's a very painful picture to sit in, and that has everything to do with your deserving and not deserving. So that's a big pain picture that we're working on. So the healing that Supreme Being is doing for all of you is bringing your value to the forefront of you so that you can recognize your value. And as for the receiving, I'm going to work that by opening up everybody's receiving doorways. It's so cool when I work in the receiving room. When you open a doorway in the receiving room and you look out, you can see how far out, like really into infinity, that you can go. And that just means that's how much space you have for ideas to create, to come up with visions. It's really cool to watch those doors open and see space going out into the cosmos. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in the circular receiving room, opening up door by door. I would say a lot of energy that affects the deservingness would be judgment from other people, and where you've been sensitive to judgment and it's sat in your space for a long time, that's coming out. Yep, a lot of judgment coming out. But on the other side of that is a really beautiful orange gold that's starting to fill that space of self-affinity in. Okay. That was a good one. Oh, I forgot there was a postulate of joy. We're going to fill it in with some joy too. There's something really cool about working with the vibration of joy. It almost like it grows. So if you use it in one area, it multiplies. It's really a wonderful vibration. So thank you for that very much. Do I need to do anything to move my play forward? I hope I'm understanding what you're saying, and that you mean your playful vibration. Oh, okay, I'm finding the message farther down. Wait a second here. Okay. Okay, stomach issues. That's the request, is for stomach issues. Yes, and that's a good one because I know that there are other people in the sanctuary with stomach issues. It's interesting. To the person that requested this, is I see either your mother or mother-in-law's energy affecting your stomach. It's stuck in there. I'm going to help you move it out, but I do see, your mom or did I say stepmom or mother-in-law? Plus, I'm working on your third chakra because that governs your stomach. And there's a lot of energy going on in it right now. It's like your stomach is crying, and I'm working on trying to bring it relief. Good. You're starting to move energy. It's starting to be able to release some of the foreign energy that's affecting it. Okay, wow. You've got a lot of energy in your little tummy there. I just cleared a big layer and come to find another layer underneath it. So I'm going to clear the next layer down, which is kind of grainy. It looks salt and peppery. We don't want that in the stomach. That's not a good plan. So I'm going to clear the next layer down too. I'm using a light orange gold to help heal your stomach as it releases. I'm just bringing that gold right in. Okay. Well, I hope that helps. I'm going to fill you in with gold. Okay. All right. I just want to give everybody else a healing on that. So what I'm doing is trying to get the spin on the third chakra for everybody done correctly, and that's going to help a lot. Good. Wow. That third chakra is always so charged, but it's smoothed out now. It's got a good healing. So I'm going to fill that in with gold. Okay. Can you please give a healing to my 96-year-old uncle living alone in San Francisco, and please protect him from others taking advantage of him? Thank you so much. Of course I will. You know what, though? Would you please write his name? Would you do that? If there's a 55-second delay, so if you would write his name, then I can be real specific, and then I'll come back to you and answer that after I do the next one. Thank you. Over a month ago or so, I asked about an itchy rash, skin irritation on and around my eyes and eyelids. I've never dealt with anything like that before and really still have no idea why it started. I tried for nearly a year trying to clear it myself. Update: since you're healing on my eyes, I'm thrilled to let you know it took a couple weeks, but that rash is completely gone now. Woohoo! Thank you for that. That's always so validating to hear. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, the next request is, I have no motivation, which is unlike me. Can you see what might be blocking that? Let's take a look. Well, you've got a being in your body, and I think that's a big part of it. It's a tall being. It's like an icy blue white being, and it's very tall. Let me move it out. Well, he is taking his time. I'm trying to get him out, but it's going very slowly. So just give me another minute here. Okay, good. There it goes. It's starting to pull all the way out now. And I said guy, but I think it was a female being. Like it could be maybe a friend or somebody that you know, a woman that is also depressed. That's what it looked like to me. Somebody that you might know. Now I'm going to get your energy flowing in your channels, get your chakra spinning. You should be up and running in no time at all. Yeah, you had some grit in your upper back when I went to go clean your channels out. So they weren't really working. And then what happens is like all your energy just starts lagging because your chakras aren't spinning properly. So I'm working on that right now. You have a lot of energy coming out of your heart chakra. So just be aware of that tomorrow, that, I don't know, you might feel a little blah tomorrow just because so much stuff is coming out. I'll ground it for you, but just be aware that if you wake up tomorrow and feel a little blah, it's actually from the healing. And that in the next couple of days, your energy will go back up. Okay, I was just getting the energy through your arm channels. All right, there. Okay, thank you for that request. I'm going to fill you in with gold. Okay. And then, thank you. Thank you for the name. Now I'm going to work on the uncle in San Francisco. I'm from that area, you know. I know San Francisco like the back of my hand because I grew up in the Bay Area. That's so great. Supreme Being is assigning what are called Marias, 2 Marias to your uncle. Marias are little beings that work with Supreme Being and they watch over us. And they kind of like keep an eye on the energy to make sure the energy is set. And they work in conjunction with Supreme Being. So your uncle is getting a pair of Marias assigned to him. I'm also grounding him and grounding where he lives and setting him up just like we did earlier with the gold bubble around, the grounding cord and a protection rose. And a hello from Supreme Being. That's always the best. A good communication line from your uncle to Supreme Being. Okay. He seems like a really sweet man too, his energy. So I hope that helps. I'm going to fill him in with gold. All right. Thank you for that request. Okay. I am wondering, oh, yes, I did miss it. I'm wondering if I missed a request. Let me go back up, find it. I did. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. My husband is having a particularly hard time regarding the loss of our baby, and I'm wondering if you can please do a healing around that for him. Yes. However, to the person that requested this, will you please text me so that we can set up like a 15-minute healing for both you and your husband? Please text me. My cell number is 702-245-2099. And I'd be happy to do a quickie right now, but I do offer a free first-time 15-minute healing for somebody that's brand new. And I would encourage you to go to my website if you don't want to use my cell number and go and schedule a 15-minute healing with me so that I can work on both of you. Okay? And I'll do a quickie healing to work some of the grief right now. I happen to have a lot of information on how to heal from grief. I've lost a number of extremely close people in my life. So it's something that I've worked on, and I feel like I can help you with that. So for tonight, what Supreme Being wants is to like hold your husband and you in gold, at the gold vibration. And Supreme Being told me to keep you in my sanctuary until you call and we set up an appointment. Yeah. We use these energy tools. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but it's called a grounding cord. And that's really what your husband's been looking for all this time, is a grounding cord so that he has some place to let go of all of those emotions. So I've got both of you grounded now, and you're being held at gold. So I'm going to fill you in with gold. Lots of gold for you tonight. Okay. And if you go to KarinFogerty.com, I got a scheduling calendar there, and you can just go ahead and schedule a free 15-minute appointment with me, please. Okay. All right. Thank you for that request. I'm sorry I missed it on the first round, but I'm really glad you said something. All right. All right. It's unbelievable. I think I answered every question. So thank you, you guys. Thank you very much. Let me fill everybody in with gold and close out. And I'm going to fill everybody in tonight with abundance. That's right, abundance. I think I have an abundance healing coming up in the sanctuary in May. I could be wrong, but I think that's one of the healings. Okay. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this seek and you will find tonight be complete. Amen. Wow. Thank you, you guys. Those were great questions. What do we have coming up? We have, let me check real quickly. I think this is the week that we have, yeah. Oh, let's see. We have removing limits this week on Thursday. So that's one of the healings in the Soul Support Sanctuary. And that will be at 7 o'clock. And then we have a free meditation for everybody on Tuesday next week. And that's Body Beautiful. And the topic is movement in the body. So that's what's coming up. You guys will probably see the May calendar come out in the next week so that you can plan ahead. Thank you for joining me tonight. I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Got my eyes on you. Enjoy the rest of your evening tonight, and thank you. Bye-bye.